In the previous lesson, we learned how to draw cartoon heads. Great job. That's very effective when you need to draw your character head from a 3/4 view. But what about head on? What about from a profile? Or any other number of possibilities? In this lesson, we're going to learn a tried and true art technique for drawing heads from these difficult viewpoints. We're going to study drawing secrets used throughout the ages, and are still used by professionals today. Get ready for lesson 2, drawing heads from any angle. Alright, so here I'm starting with basic shapes one more time. I'm putting my guidelines, one down the middle for the eye line, and one down the middle for the center of the face. Now I'm starting to block in just all the basic features of the face, like I did in the past tutorial. I'm using basic ovals for the eyes, an oval for the nose, a typical kind of mouth shape with lines both under the eyes to create a sense of cheeks, and then coming off the nose and going around the edge of the mouth. Just 2 simple lines for the eyebrows, darkening in those pupils, also oval shapes. I'm cleaning up with my eraser, doing the same with the ear, making sure that all those lines are looking crisp and like that I've selected them on purpose. Think about, are your lines thick and thin? Is it creating a sense of depth? Some slight detail lines to separate the teeth. You don't want to draw big full lines. You can in cartooning, there's no rules there, but sometimes it's nice to just do a subtle line. I'm doing this sort of abbreviated ear anatomy that is so popular with cartoons. It's basically a curved line and another C shape. So at this point, I want you to stop doing exactly what I'm doing and do your own thing. So that's a basic egghead shape, but that can be turned into anything. It can be turned into an old lady, it could be turned into a little girl. I'm turning mine into a man with a mustache, adding some shading and details. So make that first character a symmetrical straight from the front face. And then we're going to move on. You can use the same page or a separate page to do these heads from different angles. So we're using the same basic egg shape, but we're adding in the guidelines in such a way that's indicating that the person is facing a different way. You're curving these guidelines around the form like you would draw a line around a sphere, around an egg shape, around a cylinder. And if you have the intersection towards the top, that makes it look like it's looking up. If you have the intersection of the 2 lines at the bottom, it looks like they're looking down. If you only see the middle line, it looks like you're seeing an exact profile. Once I have those guidelines in, I draw the features in, as I always would, just placing them now in relationship to the guidelines that show that the face is pointing a specific way. In this case, I'm doing upper left. So I have that nose, the eyes, the mouth all a little bit upper left I'm doing upper right over here. I'm doing a straight profile on this side, here at the bottom of the page. So I'm looking down. In your final drawing, I only want you to have, at minimum, I want you to have the face looking straight ahead, and I want you to have at least 3 of these heads directionally. So that's 4 heads total. 1 large looking forward, 3 looking in various directions. Fully shaded, with nice refined lines, good blending, a sense of depth, a sense of character. I think these look a lot like certain characters from cartoons that might be familiar to you. This is a very fundamental form of cartooning. It's been popular a very long time. Most other cartoons grew out of this tradition in cartooning. This kind of thing. The large animation companies. So once more, what I expect is 4 heads, 1 large from the front, and 3 other angles. Have fun.